What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedemptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. Had to leave him upstairs today. Vern. He's on 3 legs now, so I'm not sure if he aggravated his leg yesterday evening, running in the backyard toward the puppies next door. The bone cancer spot has gotten bigger now, but so he's hobbling on 3 legs. So I didn't want him to come down the steps. He wants to. He's at the top of the steps whining. But I don't want him falling down the stairs and breaking something. So hopefully he just aggravated it, and he'll be able to put some pressure on it later today. So I've just been trying to keep him laying down. It's hard for me to move around because he follows me everywhere. So it's hard for me. I'm not getting no housework done. Last night, late night, I had to close the bedroom door and leave him in there so I could vacuum the house. Just because when I'm vacuuming, he'll literally just follow me throughout the house. And so for his own good, I gotta try to keep him isolated, I guess, for now. But when he gets outside and hobbling around, I mean, he's doing good on 3 legs, and he's barking and cheerful and wagging his tail and happy. So that is good. Jan's going to call for some better pain meds today. See if they got another step up, I guess. And see if that'll help any, but we'll see. I can hear him hopping up there now. But, so we're going to try to knock this out real quick so I can get back up there. I wish he would just lay down. And that's why I brought him down that one time, just because. But I don't think he can make it. He can go up the steps fine, but coming down that many steps, I don't want to risk it. Not worth the risk. So, eBay. Yeah. I already got stuff pulled. Yesterday was a big mess. I called in while I was listing, getting server failures. It started the evening before. I think I mentioned that in yesterday's video. And, continued through the day yesterday. Something was up with the promoted. Every time I would check my Cardinal baseball hats, I had none in the top 40 sponsored. So it was the same thing that kind of happened on January 14th when that day there was a lot of issues going on. So it was mirroring that most of the day. So I only ended up having 21 promoted. I usually sell in between 30 and 50 promoted. So, yeah, it was definitely off yesterday. So I called in, and she put in the same thing that whatever they did on the 14th, because it started coming back the next day. She put in to do the same thing because it seemed to work. So, and the ticket was still open, so they don't know what's going on apparently. So, yeah, just everything's down because of all these issues. And they did a shutdown, it seemed like last night, between 11 and 7, because nothing came through except one person sent about 5 offers on some CDs. But other than that, nothing came through, no emails, nothing. So, and I know they're shutting down tonight again for some maintenance issues. So I know that for a fact because they've announced that. So, so 3 nights in a row shut down for sure. So we'll see where it ends up today. At least the organic or the promoted's starting out better than it did yesterday. So we'll see where it ends. The money-wise was all right, but way short of my goal, my average of 800. So, but we're at 131 at 9 o'clock. So we're almost to the low end of where I like to be overnight, even with that shutdown. So that is a positive sign. So hopefully it will bounce back today. So let's get into what did sell. And I gotta get back to listing. I think I only listed 175, 180 items yesterday. So we'll start on the 200 today. See how many we can get up. But yeah, I'm taking him out as much as he wants to go out. So I'm just trying to enjoy the time with him. So let's go. All right, first up, we got a quicker flipper. This was yesterday put up. LSU. Just got an offer that popped up. LSU Tigers hat sold for $9, headed to Bella Vista, Arkansas. What I might try to do, like I know I just had an item pay that's a quicker flipper that's still upstairs that I didn't pull. So even if I sign off down here, I might, how I always throw a little bonus at the end sometimes. If I think about it before I upload the videos, and if I have stuff that's sold, quicker flippers, I'll show them as like a bonus footage. So I'll try to remember that, something new to do, and I can do it from the office. So, all right, another quicker flipper. We've got this Peachtree Schnapps bucket hat, sold for $9.50, headed to Tucson, Arizona. The next item, a quicker flipper again. A Nissan Open Riviera Country Club golf pin, sold for $7, headed to West Hollywood, California. He's making me feel guilty. I just hear him up there whining. I wish he would lay down. All right, the Urge, another Urge sticker. I probably only got like 47 of these things left. You better go get one. Hurry up. And sold for $7, headed to Granite City, Illinois. Look like I recognize the name on that Urge sticker. Look like a Facebook friend. All right, 1 minute Bible stories. Sherry Lewis with, I guess, lamb chop. Why doesn't it say lamb chop anywhere? And DVDs sold for $20, headed to Northport, Florida. Still another day where nothing sold from the West Wing. Overnight. Starting to be too much of a coincidence. All right, New Holland Agriculture hat sold for $9.50, headed to Auburn, California. Westinghouse hat sold for $9.50, headed to Bergen, New York. What I did was when I was rearranging my store with the hats, all my old hats that's been in there like 2.5, probably more than 2.5 years now, like this one, they were clearance down to like $5 and $6. I went ahead and popped them back up to $14.99, and of course with my 30% off sale. So this got $9.50 out of, even though it's been in the store, 2.5+ years. So very cool. I think the one thing that a lot of the hate or the negative comments and stuff come from is the fact that how can you sell all this low dollar stuff, and I think the fact that what they fail to see is I'm running a business. I'm not just a reseller. I built a business. When you're a reseller and you're hustling every day to find those big dollar pieces to flip every day, once you stop, the money stops. I was talking about this on Facebook, and I think there was a couple comments on YouTube about it. And so once you stop the business, your income stops. With the business, the way I've got this built, with all this stuff, I could not list or do anything. I could sit on my butt for a week, 2 weeks, and still bring in basically the same amount of money. That's the beauty of having an average-based business that sells the average amount of items, makes the average amount of money. And the thing also, too, this is something that if I died tomorrow, the kids could take and just come down here and ship and still have a little, a steady income coming in every day. And all they're doing is putting in the time, pulling and shipping. So that's the difference between a business and just being a reseller. Reseller, you're spending most of your time hunting and looking, just basically trying to survive on a daily basis. Me, and the way I've built this, I can relax when I want to. Even though I don't like to, because I enjoy the hell out of what I do. But if something did happen, that's the difference between a business and just reselling. So I've always, when I started, I wanted to build a business. I didn't want to be a reseller. I wanted to build a reselling business. And that is the difference. And that's what some people just don't understand, is that's the vast difference of selling just common everyday items instead of always looking for the bangers. All right, we got a black and red polo hat sold for $12.60, headed to Titusville, Florida. I started to say Titsuville, Florida. Titusville, Florida, $12.50. Oh, and that is a quicker flipper. Quicker flipper. All right, Bobby V CD sold for $4.40, headed to Gardner, California. Are you ready for a DVD lot? Yeah. All right, let me make sure I got here because there's no pictures. The picture's not coming up. All right. I think it's the only 3 DVDs I have. So, Flesh for the Beast. Flesh for the Beast. It's number 1. Hollywood Wives, number 2. And 3 to Tango Sealed. Ooh. This is a bolo-ish. So Hollywood Wives sold for $31.50. So remember that one. Farrah Fawcett. So there you go. The new generation. And so all together, they sold for $37.50 and headed to Tacoma, Washington. Joey Riley. I don't have to put the seat down anymore. Oh, that's awesome. Branson, Missouri. That's funny. All right. Sold for $6.61, headed to Monroe, Wisconsin. All right, we got a pair of Diane Gilman jeans, new with tags. Those sold for $16, headed to Fredericktown, Ohio. And this is one of those things that even I, doing this 21 years, when I was putting up pins the other day, and I put up a bunch more yesterday, I was putting this up, I go, man, this is probably going to take forever to sell. And guess what? It sold. Quicker flipper. So it sold in, 3 days? 2 days? But yeah, so even I don't even know everything. But never said I do, but do I act like I do? I don't think so. But I don't know. I can't tell what the perspective of me is. But yeah, I thought, man, this is probably going to take forever, so should I even put it up? So those thoughts kind of ran through my head, and of course, I'm going to put it up anyway. So that's just what I do. And boom. So far, $6.30, headed to Lewis, Delaware, or Lowe's, Delaware. Is this like not focusing, or is it just me and my glasses? My eyes are a little weird right now because I was crying a little bit this morning. So, all right, weird. Can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for, or something like that. All right, REO Speedwagon sold for $3. Headed to Columbia, South Carolina. Evie Favorites Volume 1 cassette sold for $6.30, headed to Anderson, South Carolina. Ron John Surf Shop hat sold for $9.50, headed to San Rafael, California. All right, let me finish this so I can get back upstairs. These I don't have to ship out today, so I'll get those a little bit later and get him upstairs and lay down. Even when I leave the house, he'll at least lay in my office when I go to the post office. So that being said, if you are new to my videos, all the prices I give do not include the shipping that I do charge. So next up, we've got another quicker flipper. We've got this polo t-shirt, sold for $14 right there. Next up, we've got Longboat Brewing trucker hat, sold for $7. Next up, we've got Colorado Avalanche coffee mug, that sold for $9.50. Next up, we've got Wing Haven Country Club hat, that sold for $7. We got an I'm with Steve hat, sold for $7.37. We've got Kid Sensation cassette. And I only got one more of these left. I must have more of these in storage because I got or had tons of these. This sold for $5. And we've got an International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers hat. And that sold for $8. Boom. All right, so that is all for this video. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later. And we got the kiddos. Couldn't go the whole video without these guys, right? All right. Oh, man, still, I went to the post office. We're at 10:30 and nothing is sold since I made the video. You can see his leg here. It's so big. Poor babies. We just went outside. So that one more item that sold was in pen. Okay, so another quicker flipper. And that is the Six Flags Over Georgia pen. And that sold for $10. So there we are. So I'll keep him laying in here for as long as possible. And we just went outside. He was barking. Ran over to see the neighbor. So he's still happy. Happy-go-lucky puppy. All right. Thanks, everybody.